You've waited. You've wanted. Well, you didn't want. Actually, no one wanted this. But it's time to deliver. We're finishing this. Here, now, today. Not today.
Not in one day.
Not in one day.
Well, if we did that, we'd probably end up dead on the floor.
So,
in our own
where
faces.
we left off was the Psycho Mantis.
Oh, right. So I forget how much we uploaded of this. Like, how many attempts we uploaded. Like,
it's been a
one or
long
two.
time.
It's been a while.
But basically, we
I kind
done.
of got fed up with this. Like, just the difficulty and, like, with the LP curse, going on, it just didn't work.
I
while
told
recording.
him that phrase.
And you didn't coin that phrase.
I didn't coin it, but I told you it. God.
I've heard of it. I think I heard of it before even, whatever.
Don't even talk.
Anyway, with that going on, we couldn't really do it while recording live comm, so I kind of went fuck it and recorded the entire damn game, like, on my own time.
And now we're commenting over.
Yeah, this is all my
In
gameplay.
post.
And this is post commentary. We're watching the video right now.
I believe you've already seen that cutscene.
And this cutscene, yeah, we probably won't be talking over this, but I think this was in, like, the last episode. Which, when was that uploaded? Like, months ago?
I'm sorry, guys, that we never got... I mean, I know at least one person has been asking for this, so that one person, here it is.
Yeah. Here you go. I hope you're happy. Now we almost killed ourselves over this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, here we are, back at the Psycho Mantis fight, doing... Well, here Brad is, back at the Psycho Mantis fight.
I think I
knocking out Meryl.
I pretty much edited all my deaths out from this clip that we're watching. So
Right. So
pretty much the LP from now on is pretty much like perfect run status.
Kind of.
It's like a tool assisted speedrun if you ever seen one of those, but not.
Except it's not.
Yeah.
And it's not either of those.
Kind of. It's like, when someone plays like freaking Ninja Gaiden and they use save states and shit, it's kind of the same deal.
I believe you have already seen this cutscene as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think at the time I wasn't sure, so I just like let it go.
I think
No, yeah, I did skip it.
You've seen every cutscene up to the one that's... damn it. You've seen every cutscene up to the one that's...
For like a split second there, Liam's like, oh shit, what happened to the video?
Shut up, alright? I was worried. So, you've seen every cutscene up to the one that comes after this, so don't worry about that.
We'll shut up when we actually beat this boss and he actually says something. Because there's whenever you beat a boss in this game, there's like a huge monologue going on.
Whenever you do anything in this game, there's a huge monologue. Ignore that. I don't know what he's doing. Ignore that.
I was changing controller slots. Please, Liam. I really wish I had a PS1 to play this on, because the PS3 uses some kind of emulation going on to play PS1 games.
He's gonna fucking go around and punch the boss, isn't he?
It kind of shows. I forget how I went about doing this.
He's going to punch Psycho Mantis to death.
Am I...
Going back to second.
I was confused because it wasn't working. He was dodging all my attacks or something. And now SOCOM?
Nope, FAMAS.
I actually utilized running while shooting quite a bit after this point.
Sounds useful.
I had no idea how to do that until Liam mentioned it before during the live comm part of this.
It's like hold X while shooting.
Yeah,
or something.
it's really weird. Yeah, here that's pretty
You just run into him with a machine gun.
It's pretty much all I do. I just run in circles, and if you just keep running around, pretty much none of his attacks can hit you.
Which is good, because he's a pain in the ass, and we hate him.
He was a pain in the ass.
Although he's a really cool boss, he's also a son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I guess that can still hit you. The gimmicks are kind of cool, but...
What he does and who he is. But they do other shit like that in other Metal Gear Solid games, I think. Oh,
yeah.
God damn it!
I didn't know you did that a second time. Liam actually watched... we might have mentioned this earlier, but Liam actually watched an entire Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid 3.
I was young and confused.
Without ever having played any of the games.
I was young and I saw it and I was like, ah, that's cool.
I guess there was some, like, amount of intelligence there because MGS3 chronologically is the first game, so...
And it's got some cool stuff. Like, there's a boss you fight that is a sniper in Metal Gear Solid 3, and he's really fucking old. But basically, one of the ways you can beat him is you just stop playing you save at his boss fight and stop playing for a few weeks, and then when you come back, he will have died of old age waiting for you to come back.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid have those, like, it just has those, like, wall-breaking, awesome moments.
Why couldn't I read your mind?
Because I switched the controller parts, you asshole.
Oh, here it comes. Shoot that chick.
Did you watch MGS3 knowingly? Like, knowing that it was the first chronologically, or did you just watch it just because?
I didn't know anything about Metal Gear Solid 3 before, or Metal Gear Solid. I mean, I knew a little bit about Metal Gear Solid 1.
What drove you to do that? Just like, passive interest?
Well, my brother had played Metal Gear Solid when I was a kid, and I was allowed to watch him. So that probably drove my interest.
Is your brother like a big MGS fan, or he's only played the first?
He really, really likes the games, but he is really only a huge fan of number 1.
Has he played all of them? I mean, he can have played 4, but
he has played 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But he's a huge fan of this game. He really likes it, and he thinks it's awesome.
Does he know we're doing an LP of it?
Who cares? So, if he did, I'd get yelled at for thinking this is a bad game.
Do you honestly think it's a bad game?
No, it's not a bad game. It's just not my game.
It's not. I'm pretty sure if we were just playing it, just like passively, you know, without recording stuff, like we'd have gone through it without not too much problem.
It's not really a game you can like run around. Well, you can let's play it if you want.
It's more difficult.
But like the way I play games, I like you've seen our other videos. You've seen you've seen Rayman Origins. So you've seen those games. I like to like mess around and do stupid things for funny.
And that doesn't really fly here.
Yeah. Doing that in this game will get you killed.
At all. That's the fun with modern games. You can kind of like fuck around and they're really forgiving.
But the reason that old games are harder than new games is because back then, I mean, this may be off topic, but back then, they didn't have as much space as they did on a modern game console. So they had to make the game as hard as possible.
Right. It's to extend the so game life.
You'd have to keep playing for as long as you could.
So MGS, in reality, a lot of these PS1 games are only like a handful of hours, not that long. But most of the time, they'd end up being as long as modern games, just because you'd retry so many areas so many times.
Right.
And there we go. He's gone. He just like sort of flopped all over that desk.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off, right, Naomi?
Yes. But why did you go so far out of your way to save her? For Campbell's sake, or maybe it's because you like her?
I don't want to see any woman die right in front of me.
Oh, really? Since when did anybody's death bother you so much?
Naomi, it's true that Snake has killed a lot of people. That doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay, Colonel. She's right.
So, you used the other... I wasn't able to read the future.
A strong man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
Perhaps so. But I'll read your future. To get to Metal Gear's underground maintenance base, you have to go through that hidden door. There's a hidden door behind the bookcase. The overland route. It's blocked by frozen glaciers. Go past the communication towers and use the tower's walkway.
Why are you telling me this?
I can read people's minds. In my lifetime, I have read the pasts, presents, and futures of thousands upon thousands of men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that's why there is war. But you are different. You're the same as us. We have no past, no future. We live in the moment. That's our only purpose. Humans weren't designed to bring each other happiness. From the moment we're thrown into this world, we're fated to bring each other nothing but pain and misery. The first person whose mind I dove into was my father's. I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart. My mother died in childbirth, and he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me. That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to, the village was engulfed in flames.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
I see that you have suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it. I never agreed with the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
I've seen through evil. You, Snake, you're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad. I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there. You have a large place in your heart.
A large place?
Yes, a large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world. I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone. It's strange. It feels kind of nice.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
You're right.
Never doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger. Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
We're almost back.
So we're back. That was a
Yeah,
cutscene,
we were
and
just-
you heard the audio to it perfectly.
Yeah. Well, this source video that we're getting this from, like the one that I recorded myself, not downloaded from YouTube, it kind of jacked up the audio. Like my PVR does that sometimes, my capture card. And yeah, we're probably gonna end up getting the cutscene audio from another source. But anyway, yeah.